Hello, good morning, SF fans. Wherever you might be watching us, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is live and direct, of course, with Chigos and Debo in today's political discourse. We are to review the latest happenings. Why is the CDS, the Chief Defense Staff of the Nigerian states, lamenting and crying over their deed, the menace, the catastrophe? They believe that Simon Ekpa is causing the entire Nigerian state. It's becoming more unbearable as far as Simon Ekpa and his boys are concerned. It appears that the entire world have turned their back against Nigeria, haven't underscored and understood what is playing out within the Nigerian territory, and the renewed quest for the restoration of the Biafran state, the agitation that have been sustained for barely 50 something years from now. It is quite interesting, honestly, as the case is. It seems we have not seen the end, and the tension is building up. There is unrest, and there is a very strong one for that matter. We have an analyst here who will tell us what exactly is happening and the way forward. Of course, as the hostility, of course, continue in unusual dimension. We have not seen as such, of course, an experience before. You are most welcome to this political discourse.
Thank you.
We have here with me no other person than Prince Dan Odor, a lover of the Biafran, a Biafran himself, a passionate supporter of freedom and restoration of his own people. Your take on this? What exactly is happening?
Thank you so much, sir. If I may say, sir, question goes like this: what makes a country? A country. What makes a country is when the people agree to be one, and they sit on the round table, they discuss how they are going to arrange their laws, making their laws, and so on and so forth. A country does not fall from up. It is people that make countries. It is people that it is people that promulgate law to govern their country. Where is Nigerian laws? Question. Are we in a country? If we are in a country that is being governed by law, question goes like this: what stopped the Nigerian government from obeying their own law? So the Nigerian government has demonstrated enough on their part to tell the citizen that we are not, that Nigerian is not a country. That is why they cannot obey their law. Several court cases against the leaders of the indigenous peoples of Biafra have been taking place. Then at the court of appeal, Fadid, the judge Nnamdi Kanu and acquit him. Question: what is he doing in DSS dungeon? That is the level of Nigerian state lawlessness. So that is why you see this client that they have been crying, calling them European unions, calling on the UN and the entire global world. No country want to take them serious because they know that they have failed. One, they are not countries. We are seeing a situation where the past administration were importing people, forcing people to become Nigeria, arming them, giving them then bandit, supporting them with their army. Then they use the same gun to sack villages, taking their ancestral lands, killing them. Nobody talked because they were back up by the sitting government then. Even now, the same killing as still going on today. No one condemned. But what is happening in Southeast? For the entire Nigeria, if I may say, Southeast today, as we speak, is the most peaceful place. It's the most peaceful place. Nothing is happening there. But do you know why they are afraid? Do you know what is making them to run Ekpa'S? It is nothing but this ongoing safe referendum. And they are aware that Biafra will be declared come 2nd December 2024. And nothing can stop it. So that is why they are running their mouth. Ekpa'S. And nothing can stop Biafra from coming 2nd December. So that's my stake.
Now, for the Chief of Defense Staff accusing and blaming Europe and the Finland government for shedding Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the reason why, of course, his commands has become an order in Nigeria, unleashing mayhem on the security operatives and the government to delegitimize Nigeria within the Biafran territory. Do you think that Finland is not aware of what is happening in Nigeria? And of course, the right of the indigenous people of Biafra to embark on self-referendum or self-independence?
I'll be coming in one after the other. First of all, I want to take on these areas of Chief of Defense Staff calling on the European Union, UN, and so on and so forth. Question goes like this: as a state that is being governed by law, when they send their bandit, their Boko Haram, to Kenya, to adopt the leaders of the indigenous peoples of Biafra, do they write to European Union or even African Union?
Do they write to Finland?
Do they write to Finland? Question. So they feel that they are on top of the war by packing, for them to bypass all the and go extra mile to commit that evil. None. The gate of hell have been opened against them. This is the time they remember European Union, UN, and so on and so forth. They will continue to cry. They never see something because hell is coming upon them. Come 2nd December 2024. Because when one Biafra is being declared, we will not take nonsense. And we will not, no Biafran that will be afraid of his enemy in Nigerian state. Yes. So my advice here is this. The Nigerian state should start now and begin to mark their boundary, so that when that day come, then they will have no choice rather for them to withdraw their army and recognize our 40th state as a sovereign state. Then release Nnamdi Kanu, then peace return. Everybody go away.
Well, do you think that will be very easy without a fight, the last fight, either to break, of course, the Khmer's back?
I think they are the people that are clamoring for peace. They want peace. You understand me? And several times, the Prime Minister keep telling them that they should not close their eye, that they should open their eye and see what is causing the issue in Nigeria. That if they want a total peace, that one, they should first of all recognize us, the 40th state of Biafra, release the leaders of the indigenous peoples of Biafra, and recognize Biafran state as a sovereign nation, then peace return in full. Everybody will man their territory.
But is that very difficult for Nigerian government to realize, seeing the commitment and determination of the people, of course, to maintain their composure, however odious and exacerbating, they have resolved very strong resolution to fight for independence of Biafran state. Is that the Nigerian government are not understanding it? Or they think that with the use of force, they can suppress the people? But I think that has been proven wrong, of course, in the most recent times, that the chief of defense staff is now crying, shouting, pointing accusing fingers on European Union and the Finland government for being responsible for whatever is happening in Nigeria today.
Do you know what? There's an adage that says that fly when they hear what they follow the body enter grave. That is what is going to happen to Nigeria. That is what is going to happen to Nigeria. Why? Because of our God-given resources. So our God-given resources are blind their ear and close their eye, so they don't know what is coming before them. That is the same thing our leader said. That that we will continue to push this struggle. Then with time, that Nigerian state, because of what they have seen in our land, their eye will be closed and their ear will be closed. Then why the terrorists will deploy and take over their land? Then in Biafran land, where all of them would have in Biafran land, when all of them will be claiming to have occupied, then when we now raises our army, then they will kill them and some they will send them away. When they return back to North, they will have
No place.
yeah, they will have no place.
But is it that if they don't listen to Simon Ekpa or Nnamdi Kanu, but the Professor Wolosenka have told them that you cannot defeat Biafra? That is not possible, even with the use of kinetics. Is it that they don't even listen to, of course, voice of wisdom and voice of reasoning?
Okay, hear me and hear me good. Nothing like voice of wisdom here, because of what they are seeing in our land, our blessed land. Mineral resources that God has given us, when that all of them have used gun to hijack and share within themselves the cabal, the criminals. Then, because of that, their eye are blind, while they are here, when deaf. So it is until when we dig 6 feet and begin to push them in, then when they enter, then surprisingly they will open their eye, and only for them to see themselves in the grave.
Thank you so much for your wonderful submissions and opinion here.
Thank you, sir.
We do appreciate you. God bless you. Yes, we respect people's opinion and we promote peace and not war. I think the government of Nigeria and the concerned persons should realize the need for peace, to sue for peace. There is nothing, of course, in the barrels of gun, but destruction and devastation. The CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, has renewed the call, of course, for the arrest and the extradition of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile over the seemingly, of course, devastation and assault, ruthless assault carried out by the Biafran Defense Force in protecting the territorial integrity of the Biafran states, or the 40th state of the United States of Biafra. Your take on this?
Thank you for having me. This is a situation whereby a man leaves the ringworm on his head and he's chasing after the termites in the soil. What do I mean? You have your house burning. Okay? In fact, your bed is burning. But instead, you are prognosing in the next compound. Christopher Musa is a joker. Is it not just 2 days ago, the Zamfara state governor indicted the Nigerian armies? This man, Dauda Lawal, said that they arrested Boko Haram insurgents right in Operation Field. They handed them over to Abuja, and the next thing they will hear is that they have been released. Who ordered that release? Oh, Christopher Musa no hear that one. All right? Is Christopher Musa deaf that Boko Haram bandits who have been kidnapped,
Arrested by the villagers.
who were caught in the act, were let go? But then he's chasing after Simon Ekpa. In fact, I'm beginning to think that these people are just using Simon Ekpa to farm views and farm engagement. You know, I think they are just using Simon Ekpa as being playing to gallery. Maybe the president would see them, oh, this guy, they work. The real issue of insecurity in Nigeria today, the bandits who are ravaging the southeast, in fact, because today we have the herdsmen in the southeast, we have them in the southeast, these Fulani cowmen killing farmers. Just last week, they killed how many farmers? Nothing less than 100 farmers. In their farm, on their land, they killed those farmers. Christopher Mustafa did not say anything. In Katsina, they killed over 40 people. Out of that 40 people, 7 were policemen. Christopher Musa is not issuing an arrest warrant for the bandits.
Over 16 security military personnel were killed in the last 1 week.
Let me tell you, Christopher Musa, you are a joker. You are a clown. And you are wasting your time because you cannot catch Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is asking for self-determination. Okay? You cannot tame the will of a man that has been decided. It is impossible. This man is determined. Those people whom we are supposed... have you heard that IPOB or IPOBians or BLA, Biafran Liberation Army, are in Katsina killing Hausa men? Have you heard that BLA are going to Yoruba land, kidnapping them? They are within their confinement. So whatever they are doing is within their confinement. So which one poses a national threat? Which one is more terroristic in nature? Is it the BLA or the herdsmen, the cattle herdsmen?
Going the fair region, not just one.
Let me tell you, this man, Christopher Musa, we thought he was going to be a different person because he was a Christian. People celebrated it that he was from Kaduna South. In fact, Kaduna South is even more ravaged than it were. People cannot even farm anymore. Kaduna South is the largest grower of corn. Tell me what is their story today? Under Christopher Musa, they took a drone and they bombed over 900 persons in Kaduna. What did Christopher Musa say? Military took a drone and they said it was a mistake. They killed 100 people. Let me tell you, Nigeria is now looking like a laughing stock. No, it's not now. Nigeria is now a laughing stock amongst the Committee of Nations. Burkina Faso recently bought over 30 drones, international 30 drones. Burkina Faso is now so peaceful. Don't forget, Burkina Faso used to suffer for Boko Haram. But all the Boko Harams have run away. And where are they going to? Where do you think they are going to? Of course, they are coming to Nigeria. This is why you see that in the recent days, the high level of killings has increased.
Yes, just as to buttress what you said, was it last week? Yes, about not less than a week now. The Islamic State of West African Province, a terror group, have sacked several local governments and communities in Borno State, recruiting publicly, openly into their cells, into their group. And yet, the government has not carried out any assault against them.
You know, it is a total indictment on Christopher Musa and President Tinubu that the ISWAP have not developed that confidence to start organizing what we call orientation camp. They now have orientation camp whereby people will willingly submit themselves that they are ready for the what? For the ISWAP governors. And then they are now orientating them, giving them the tradition, the culture, the values of ISWAP in Borno State. This is a total failure of governance. Instead of Christopher Musa to talk about that, he would rather talk about Samonepa. I'm telling you, they are just using Samonepa to catch crews. They are just because they know Samonepa is popular, so they believe they will use Samonepa to farm engagement. I think they even have a YouTube channel. They are using Samonepa to make money because they are not serious. I must tell you, ISWAP, we saw it. They were having live symposium, orientation. They were telling people, this is what you will do. This is what you do. This place is no longer Nigeria. This place now has been declared ISWAP territory. And people say that, yes, we surrender. And then, the next day you come out and say, Samonepa is my problem. I think Mr. Musa has a sinister agenda. I think he is supporting ISWAP. I think he is looking away intentionally for those people to continue to spread. And don't forget, Borno is closer to southeast than it is closer to the southwest. So I urge all my southern brothers to gear up, sit up, and don't let your land be taken away because the ISWAP is coming and they are coming very fast. Thank you very much.
Finally, before you leave, what can you say about the blame by the CDS against Finland's government and, of course, the European country? Is it mean that, of course, the entire world has turned their back against Nigeria, haven't understood what is playing out?
I think it is evident that the Western world does not see Nigeria as a third world anymore. I think they see us as a fourth world. They see us like kangaroo nations, zoo nation. They call us banana republic. So they ditch anything to us because we don't stand for anything. Definitely will fall for anything. A Finland will not try that rubbish with South Africa. A Finland will not try that rubbish with Egypt. A Finland will not try that rubbish with Algeria, Morocco, or the smallest of it all, Ethiopia. They will not, or Kenya. They can't. A Kenya was being celebrated in White House. We saw how Biden was welcoming them. But here we have Finland, a nation that is not even as big as Lagos State. Looked us and said, come on, get out, you guys are bluffing. Cannot carry Samonepa. Come on, get out, go sit down.
But this nation fought war against, of course, Russia for their independence. They understood what self-determination means and what freedom means. So don't you think they understood what Simon Ekpa is standing for and the level of intimidation, suppression, and the sufferings of the Biafrans that is well pronounced all over the internet?
Absolutely, absolutely. They understand what it means, what to fight for freedom, because they were once enslaved by the Russian, oligarchs. In fact, they were captured under the Soviet Union until the breakaway. They enjoyed their freedom. So, for that reason, they would not in any way be against any man who is seeking for the freedom of his people.
Jide of TVC said that the entire Yoruba forest has been rounded up by the Fulani militias. What are the the southwestern youths doing, of course, to brace up for the eventual possibility?
I think it's a welcome idea. I think it's a welcome idea if the Fulanis take all the lands from us, because I think we have the most gullible tribe in this country. We love to feign that we are accommodating. There's nothing like that. The Fulanis have proven to be people who are usurpers. Was it not our same Oduduwa nation or whatever? They were signing a treaty with Metiala. Yes, it's a welcome idea. Maybe our governors will wake up when the Fulanis finally start invading their state houses. Thank you very much.
Thank you once again, Lee, for being here. Of course, according to some esteemed fans across the board, they said Niyi has changed. Indeed, Niyi is a liberal personality who is not, of course, clamped down by religious or ethnic bigotry. He's a liberal man and a free man indeed. He criticizes when the need arises. He's never supported evil, of course, and evil will not see him. Well, esteemed fans, it's been an interesting moment here. Honestly, been here, of course, to entertain and bring the latest happenings and the interaction of the masses across the globe, especially here in Nigeria, has been, of course, a very great pleasure and interest to me. Let's have the final person who will also make his own position known about the case of Biafrans and what they are passing through within the Nigerian territory. And it will interest you to have this great elderly statesman who may air his own opinion regarding what is happening. Today, the Chief of Defense Staff is lamenting, of course, raising accusing fingers against Finland and European Union, of course, for holding back Simon Ekpa. They would have surrendered Simon Ekpa to Nigerian government, but forgetting that they renditioned Nnamdi Kanu, which is an international criminal act. Don't think that the entire world has turned their back against Nigeria. And the Chief of Defense Staff is now, of course, expressing some level of frustration or disappointment for not being able to arrest or silence Simon Ekpa and his movement for the Biafra restoration. Your take on this?
Okay. Simon Ekpa, as far as I'm concerned, is a pillar that is holding Igbo nation now, aside from Nnamdi Kanu that has been arrested by the Nigerian government through criminal act by kidnapping him from Kenya. The only thing is this: Nigeria has forgotten that the people that are dealing with that is Igbos are more sensible than them. They have forgotten that, and they are doing whatever they like to do against them. See, let me tell you, Simon Ekpa can never be arrested by federal government. In that, he has already fortified himself through spiritual, physical, and otherwise. Nobody can arrest him there. And if anybody tries to go and arrest him, that person will pay the price of attempting to go and arrest him. He or she will pay the price. That is supreme price, because the man there, Simon Ekpa, has learned his lesson from Nnamdi Kanu criminal arrest by federal government. So nobody can try it on him.
The Biafran Defense Force is becoming more ruthless as the 2nd of December approaches, when the declaration of the Biafran restoration will be made. And of course, the world will be watching as the events unfold. Could it mean that the Nigerian government are becoming skeptic and scared over the recent move and the reinforcement on the part of the Biafran Liberation Force?
In fact, it is glaring that federal government themselves are jittering over the matter. They don't know what to do. That is the reason why they are now trying to make Igbo people a little bit happy by giving them a state, by giving them more local government, by saying they want to create a regional system. All these things is jittering from federal government. They are afraid. That is why they want to play a soft ground, a soft landing ground. Because this soft landing ground that they try to play on Igbos is to make them a little bit for them to forget what they have, the offenses they have committed against them, both in the past and present. Because they have been committing a lot of offenses against Igbos in Nigeria since as far back as 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, up to date. they have been committing a lot of offenses against Igbos. So they are now trying to make a soft landing ground for them to be able to make Igbos happy, which the Igbos themselves are not ready for all those things. If they like, let them create more local government, give them. If they like, make them create more state, give them. If they like, make them create more regional government, give them. That will not stop the movement of Biafra. They are going.
Wow, that will not stop, even with the creation of new states and new whatever.
Of course.
That can stop the movement of the Biafran restoration.
Of course, that can never stop the movement of Biafran restoration and movement and exodus from Nigeria.
Prof. Wole Soyinka said nothing can stop Biafra. Is it that the chief defense staff is not aware of this statement, opinion by a respected, celebrated, accomplished scholar?
The chief of defense staff or chief of army staff?
The chief of army staff and the chief of defense staff also, is it that they don't understand the language of Wole Soyinka, that nothing, you can't win Biafra agitation?
Wole Soyinka is a wise man, right from time immemorial. He's a wise man. He just, in fact, in the West here, I congratulate Wole Soyinka after Awolowo. That is the two people I respected in the Southwest here. They are very, very intelligent. You see, that man has already prophesied to federal government that nothing can stop the Biafra movement. If they like, if they do anything they want to do against Igbos or in favor of Igbos, they have already started their movement and nothing can stop them. So he had already prophesied before now. If they have forgotten what he said, that this time is now a reminder to them that what Wole Soyinka told them in the years past is coming to fulfillment.
Well, thank you so much. It's been an exciting moment being here today and having you, of course, on the stage to express your opinions and over issues of importance to all as Sunday. Thank you once again. What can you say, of course, lastly, about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? After the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu filed 9 judgments to the Attorney General for consideration and the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu, you think that the Attorney General Fabemi will respond according to the law? He is the custodian.
The present Attorney General who told the route, the way Malami who was Attorney General before during Buhari regime, he would told the line of Malami, because all of them are in the same office. So the way Malami did his own way, that is what the present Attorney General will also do his own way. So we cannot expect anything different. I guess that though it's a Yoruba man is there, I guess that he will also told the way of Malami, who was a Hausa man when he was there. So
thank you so much. Sorry for keeping you on the rain. We wrap it up here as the fans because of the rain. Thank you once again for tuning in. Remain blessed until the next edition. Thank you once again. It is raining day, of course, here in Lagos State. You can see, of course, everybody's calling for safety, for a shade or shelter. It is quite interesting moment here. Remain blessed until I come your way. I remain Dhq'S and the host uncle. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to this video. And of course, you can support us through the super chat if you care to do so. Thank you once again. Remain blessed. I love you. Have a great day.